greater than 0, which is 1, and less than 5, which is 4. That's between 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah.
If it's good, then I'm decrementing my choice by minus 1. Why? Because this is my J index. This is my index for the question here, right? I use that for my column. And I want to start from, because remember here, the choice is only 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Mm-hmm.
But my index says, 0, 1, 2, and 3, right? So I can't, if I don't decrement, then I might have a 4, because 4 is out of range.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You see it? It's out of range.
So,
So you have to
so they
decrease
take
by
4
1.
and it take 4 minus 1.
Yeah, so I have to minus
Would
1.
get you the third
Yeah,
index.
Yeah, because when I select 1, 1 comes in, that means it's the first choice,
Oh,
but which is really 0,
okay.
right?
Sure.
So therefore, if it's 0, then I have to decrement that by 1 to get 0. So that here will be both 0, 0, you plus 1 to that total point, right?
Yeah.
If it's a 4, if I don't decrement, if it's a 4, and then it will say 0, 4, and it's out of range because 4 doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why you can decrement 1.
Okay.
And so when that is done, then I can set done equal true. Again, this is just to show that I'm done with this loop, so get out of the loop. And I check down here. Well, this is not done. The not done means that's the same thing as saying as done is equal to false, right?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly the same thing. You can do either way.
Because up there right there is on line 61, you said,
Say done is
declaring
false.
that variable as, the done variable as false.
Yeah, so I forced it to be false. So while this is false, keep looping until it's true. Once it's true, then get out of it. Right? Stop the loop.
Let me get this straight. So you have a for loop that has a do loop nested, and a do while loop nested, and then, okay.
Yeah. And the whole purpose here with the do loop is because what if I enter a 10 is not part of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? What do I get? Right? So you want to prompt a message saying 10 is not valid.
Yeah.
So try again. So how do you try again? That means you have to display the whole question again. So you need to go back out to the loop again and then display everything all over again, and then you will stop here. Right? You enter a 10 or enter a 5, invalid. Try again, display again. That's why if you enter like a 6, it says invalid. Try again. So you have the same question repeated again and again. Okay. If you don't do that, then it's going to jump to the next question, even though it's not valid, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that won't make sense. So it will stay here until you answer 1, 2, 3, and 4. You're forcing the user to answer 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I press 2, then I'm good, then move on to the next question. Okay, so 2 is good. If it's 2 is between 1 and 5, so okay. Add my vote to this choice, either 1, 2, or 3, and then done is true. That means I'm gonna cause to break up. Okay, you could do that here, or you could do I think a break. You can do that's fine too.
Break or cut.
Okay, break will also break out the loop.
Yeah.
Either way. And then if you do that, then of course you don't need that. Either way is fine. So 2 is good, I'm done. So the do loop is out. I go back to my for loop, okay? And then now I increment my I, so now I is 1, I is less than 5, so it loops the whole thing again. But then it loads a new question, is question 1 now, which is this guy right here. It loads that question, and then again it's going to load these answers to match that question 1. So here I have question 1, 2 here, and then the whole thing repeats. Okay? Until all 5 questions are looped through and then displayed, and then tallied, you voted, and you're done. Okay, so again, if I type in here, two, except 2, 3, 4, and then 5 would be 4, and then I'm done, back to my main menu. Okay, once I'm done the whole loop here, the entire loop
Yep.
is done, and it takes me back out to the main menu, which is, I'm done with that loop, get out of it, and it goes to while. While this is not true, then it goes back and displays the menu again. That's why I have the menu show up again down here. Okay, so it repeats the whole thing until I quit the program. So we did some of these already. So if I were to actually write down the codes to show the results, it would show that, you know, question 5, option 4 has 1, option 1, 2, and 3 would have 0 counts. Same thing for these, and so on. So if I repeat a survey, then it should keep track of the total in there, because I'm adding, each time I'm adding the vote to itself, right? It's the shortcut. The current vote in there, whatever is in there, plus 1 to itself. So it will increment that by 1. So,
So
okay.
the voting has to be reoccurring, so, or, because if you were to go press 1 and vote again, it's,
yeah, if I press 1, it's gonna go the whole thing again, but this time it will add the votes to my total votes here. Right, so if I answer the same question twice, then, you know, that option will be incremented by 1 or 2 or 3. So when I tally the total votes, it will show me that, oh, this many people voted for question number 5, option 3 with 10 votes, or whatever it is. Okay, so it will show you different vote numbers.
how
While
is
the
it
vote is
actually
running.
being stored again? The vote, the tally of the votes, how is that being stored through?
And erase.
Just a new array?
Yeah, I stored through the votes array. Remember, I passed the votes here,
Okay, but where's the,
and the votes is out here. I declare a votes array of 5 rows,
oh, it's
4
just-
columns to
oh,
match
I see.
to match this
so it's
to match the question, the answers. So number of questions, number of answers per question.
Okay.
Right?
Interesting.
Yeah. So if I were to write this, it would look exactly like this. So it would be votes 0, 0 equal to whatever it is. Just to show you what that is. So let's just say after we do the first loop through,
Okay.
and let's just say that right here, you want to print the votes. I have to do that, show you. Print vote. We want to show, let's just say 0, 0. Okay, that's the first question and first option 1. I could do a loop, but I'll just do it manually so we can see really quickly. So question 1, option 1, option 2, option 3. We'll see how many votes they have in there. Okay, let's run this. I'm gonna go back here and then run it again. Okay, if I do a tally vote, for example, it will show that show that vote as 0, 0, 0. Okay, that means the question 1 has 0, 0, 0.
Yeah.
If I do one survey, and then we'll do 1 will be 1, then the rest 2 here, and 2 here, and 3, 4. Okay, so you see that question 1 has 1 vote for the first option. I'm only showing the first question. So question 1, we voted 1 for the first option. That's why you have a total 1. Okay, the rest is 0. So let's, if I do it again, okay, if I do one again for the first option, okay, the rest doesn't really matter. So now you see that it's 2, right? 2 for the first option because I selected twice. If I do it again, and let's say this time I choose question 3, okay, and the rest, again, it's not really relevant, but I'm not displaying that, I feel later. You see that now question 3 has, question 1 vote, option 1 is 2 votes, the third option has 1 vote now.
Yeah.
Okay, and so that's why, so if I repeat this to show us, this is like 1, like 2.
Do we have to reset, is there, do we have to clear out the votes too, if we wanna, we have to do that as well?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see. Now I'm adding the second votes in here. So let's run this again. Again, if I do tally, this show you that they're all 0 for those 2 questions. The first question has 4 options, 0. Second question, all those 4 options are 0. Let's do the survey. Again, I'll choose 2 this time for the first question. And the second question, I'll choose 4. So the rest, again, doesn't really matter because I'm not displaying those. So you can see that the first question, we chose the second option, right? Second, we chose the 4th option. So we have a 1. Now we're gonna do it again. It's 2 and 4. So the first one is 2, and then the second is the 4th option. And again, the rest will be irrelevant. So you can see that now it's 2, 2. Okay. If we do it again, now I'm gonna pick 0 on the first one for that, and then I'll pick second for the second option, and the rest will be, it doesn't matter. And so they're updated. Okay, question 1 has, somebody voted 1 time for the first option, voted twice for the second option, and none for the third or 4th. Question 2 has 1 vote for the second option, and 2 votes for the 4th option. Okay, so that's how you would tally your votes and display. So, the vote array will stay, those numbers will stay as they are. It will keep just adding to the survey until you quit. Once I quit 999, then everything gets wiped out, right? Because it's just in RAM memory. So for the final project, if you want to do the extra credit, you want to store these values into a database table. Right? You can store this to a database table so that when you go back and run the vote again, you can retrieve the total votes back and then keep adding to that array. And then when you quit, instead of just quitting, you want to rewrite everything back to the database, so you keep those tallies current.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the extra credit part, if you want to do that.